Hey guys, welcome to DataTrek, your one-stop channel for all the data science and machine learning updates. In today's video, we will look at RAG on a company's private dataset. The problem statement is, let's assume you are a multi-million-dollar client-based company and you have worked on many client-based projects in past. Now, what you would like to do is, whenever a new project comes, reutilize the learning from past. What algorithms work, what didn't work, what kind of feature engineering worked, what kind of dataset manipulation worked, what are the pitfalls to avoid, and so on. It can act as a knowledge repo, which can help in fast-tracking the current project. So this is the type of system that the client-based company wants to build. Now, what kind of system that can be? Yes, it can be a Retrieval-Augmented Generation system. In this video, we'll understand what a RAG-based system is and how we can design for this problem statement that given we have many client-based projects in past, for that client-based company, we want to build a RAG-based system which can help employees anytime find similar type of projects, similar type of efforts done, what were the algorithms used, which will help them fast-track the process, and also it will help new employees to come to speed very soon. So let's get started. So let's re-see the problem statement. Company XYZ is a client-based organization, has completed multiple projects for various clients, all of which are thoroughly documented and stored on a private company information. So it's stored in a database, private database. Now XYZ company aims to leverage this valuable knowledge for new projects, enabling the reuse of efforts and learnings from similar past work. The approach not only reduces redundancy, but also provides employees with a rich resource for learning and referencing past projects. It can also help in fast-tracking the current projects. To achieve this, XYZ plans to implement a private, in-house, RAG-based LLM intelligence system utilizing proprietary data to streamline project execution and knowledge sharing. Now, what they want to do is they want to create a private system. The information is already there in the private database, that is the past projects done. They want to utilize a LLM, a small LLM, which can sit in the company's server, and the RAG could be integrated through this private data and this private LLM, which is also sitting in the company's private network. So in this way, it will be a completely private in-house RAG-based LLM-powered intelligence system, which will utilize the data to streamline project execution and knowledge sharing. Before jumping to the development of the RAG-based system, let's understand what a RAG is. This is how an advanced RAG-based system looks like. Retrieval-Augmented Generation is an AI framework that combines LLMs with information retrieval system, the private information, to improve accuracy and relevance of LLM output. There are two main phases of a RAG system, the retrieval phase and generation phase. In retrieval phase, the system retrieves relevant documents or knowledge from the large external database or corpus in response to a query. So the client may ask that, or the user may ask, have we done any projects on renewable resources? Have we done any projects on robotics? That can be the user query. This query will go, and the AI framework, which is the RAG-based system, will query the database, the projects done, that what are the similar kind of projects we can find in the database. So those similar projects will come out from the database, and that information will be combined with LLM. Why LLM? Because LLM is super good in understanding language, query, and also it has knowledge of the outside world. So outside world combined with this private information given the user query, all of this will be processed together to create a beautiful response to the user that, okay, these are the projects done and these are the techniques you can further try, and so on. So both the public knowledge from LLM, the language understanding from LLM, can be combined with the private information that is lying in the vector database given the user query. So this is how a RAG-based system looks like. Now, why use RAGs? Language models, they are very good in knowing the public world, but they sometimes hallucinate or generate incorrect facts due to not always having access to up-to-date knowledge, because you will see that the LLM was trained till this date. They won't have the access to all the latest information, and as well as the private information. Like in this case, the projects done in a company is a very private information which is sitting in a private database, and all the LLMs which are trained through the public internet data doesn't have access to this data set. So they don't have access to domain-specific knowledge or the private information of the company. Retrieval-Augmented Generation can improve accuracy of LLMs, which sometimes hallucinate, by using the retrieved information from the database. You saw here, right, that given the user query, first information was retrieved and that was used along with the LLM's knowledge and capability to understand language to finally generate the response for the user. And as I said, LLMs are trained on public data. They lack information to company's private data. With Retrieval-Augmented Generation, we can combine this private information with the LLM's knowledge and generate a very apt response for the user query. And also, RAG-based systems sometimes eliminate the need for fine-tuning LLMs, making them cost-effective solution. Now, there is a debate that fine-tuning or RAG, or some people also say that both RAG along with fine-tuning of LLMs work best. But what I'm trying to say here is that many times, suppose you have taken a public LLM, now you need to fine-tune on your private information, right? That is a costly affair. What you can also do, let the LLM be trained on the public information and give it the information of your private dataset through retrieval phase of the RAG. So retrieval phase will inject the knowledge of your private dataset, and generation phase will combine LLM knowledge along with this retrieved information to give you an output. So fine tuning of LLM again on your private dataset may sometimes be avoided. and it can be a cost-effective solution. So with that, now we have understood what a RAG is, we know what the problem statement is, now let's implement it, let's execute it. I will also add the link of these notebooks and the dataset in the description section of the video. So first of all, I will take you through the dataset that I have created. This is the dataset that I have created for the client-based company. You can see they have many projects. Projects Nova, it is based on predictive maintenance for industrial equipments. The algorithms they have tried is machine learning and deep learning, and LSTM model perform best with the accuracy of 95% and so on. Again, there are other projects. Project Aegis, which was fraud detection in financial transaction. Again, there is Project Helios, dynamic pricing for e-commerce. It used algorithms like ARIMA, exponential smoothing, and revenue increased by 18%, profit margin improvement 12%. It's a very private information and it's sitting on the private database of the company. Project Argus, real-time traffic prediction for smart cities. Project Atlas, personalized content recommendation at streaming platform. And it used algorithms like collaborative filtering, deep learning. Project Orion, customer churn prediction. Project Titan, autonomous vehicle navigation system. Project Mercury, real-time ad optimization for digital marketing. The algorithms it tried was multi-arm bandit and moved to more advanced algorithm like reinforcement learning, and ROAS improvement by 22%, ad click-through rate increased by 18%, so on. So this is all the private information of all the client-based projects companies has done till date. Now we want to create a RAG out of it. So how can we create a RAG? First of all, we will load our dataset, that is the private dataset we just saw. We will load it. You can see this is a project Nova and there will be multiple other projects. Next, we will need an LLM because we will be combining the private data in the retrieval phase with the LLM in the generation phase, right? So we need a LLM. So for LLM, I have used Llama 8 billion parameter model, which can be downloaded and it can sit in the company's private network. And to host this locally downloaded LLM, I have used Ollama, which is a utility with which you can host a LLM. So I have done the setup of Ollama and I have downloaded the Llama 8 billion instruct model. So we are done. We have used Ollama utility along with LLM 8 billion Llama model, and we already have a data set which we have seen, client projects. Next is we need to design the RAG system. For designing the RAG system after all the setups, what we need to do is we need to first have our pipeline setup. So as we know, retrieval augmented generation consists of two parts, retrieval and generation. In retrieval, given the user query, all the retrieved information from the dataset will be extracted, and in the generation phase, this retrieved information will be combined with the LLM knowledge and LLM understanding of the language, and finally a apt response for the user will be provided. Now to retrieve the most relevant information, we use embeddings. Embeddings are used to retrieve relevant document given the user queries, and embeddings are nothing but vector representation of the document. So you can assume all the projects are stored as one embedding, and depending on the user query, I will figure out that which projects are most relevant to this user query, and these projects will be passed to LLM in the generation phase. So embedding search is used to retrieve relevant information. Embeddings are vector representation of data that enable efficient, fast identification of document related to the query. For generating embedding, I have used sentence transformer, and the way I have used is each project becomes as one embedding. Now next we will use the LangChain library to create our RAG system. There we can also use Llama index. Here we will use LangChain. In LangChain there are multiple type of chains. Here I have used conversational retrieval chain. Now what conversational retrieval chain will do is, as the name suggests, it can hold the conversation, that okay, what type of question is asked. It can maintain the context, what is the next question, how is it related to the previous question, and so on. So it can understand the context. I will give an example as well. And also this will need some prompt, right? Like when you ask a question to LLM, you ask a query, right? So we will create a prompt that what the work of this RAG based system is. So the prompt here is, you are a knowledgeable assistant for our service based company XYZ with access to relevant client project information based on the given query and context. Provide a concise detailed response using the most relevant information. So, and we will pass the context and also the question, and it needs to provide an answer. Now let's look at the conversational retrieval chain to understand it better. It's a very simple concept. So we have used conversational retrieval chain, and LLM. Which LLM have we used? We have used the Llama 3 8 billion parameter model. That is our LLM. So LLM I have defined in above, that it's the Llama model, which we have used Ollama utility to host. Now we know we need, in the retrieval phase, given the user query, we need to retrieve the most important documents, right? So here in the retrieval phase, we are retrieving the 5 most relevant documents related to the query. And for that knowledge base, a approximate nearest neighbor search will be done in the vector database, which is already our embeddings. And also we have a memory. Now what is this memory? Conversation buffer memory. As I was saying, the LLM will be able to understand the context. What was the last question asked? What was the one last question asked before that, and so on. So we will give it a memory as well, so it can maintain the context. So that is the context. And finally it will also return us the source documents, that okay, which were the retrieved documents to generate this answer. So with that, let's ask questions to our RAG system, and this code I will make it available in the description section. You can try it out yourself and see it in more details. So these are the questions I have asked it. So let's see the response. First is, have we done anything on air quality improvement? The answer is, response is, yes, we have worked on improving air quality through project Utilise, which aimed to develop a real-time air quality monitoring and prediction systems. And these were the prediction accuracy and so on. And additionally, we have explored other projects. They may be related to air quality improvement, such as project Poseidon, which focused on water quality. So it is saying that, okay, air quality you have done one project, but there is also a project Poseidon, which focused on water quality, and so on, and which were the reference documents on the basis of which it has generated this answer. So it has generated answer based on these 5 documents and the LLM understanding of the world and LLM understanding of the language. Next, I asked it was, have we done anything on renewable sources of energy? And the response was, yes, we have worked on project Utilise, focused on developing a real-time air quality monitoring and prediction system. Also, we have worked on project Horizon, which aimed at predicting energy consumption for smart grids, and so on. And here the main reference documents were project Utilise, air quality monitoring and prediction, project Poseidon, water quality, project Horizon, energy consumption, and so on. So this information was used to generate the answer. Next, I asked it was, have we done anything on recommendation systems? Yes, we have developed and implemented personalized content recommendation system in project Atlas. The project aimed to enhance user engagement by building a system that analyzes user preference, viewing history, and social interactions to suggest relevant content, movies, shows, and documentaries. So it was able to give me the precise answer, which recommendation system projects we have done. And also the techniques used were singular value decomposition, alternating list square, content-based filtering, and natural language processing, and so on. The next question I asked it was, which are all the e-commerce related projects? So it was able to tell me that, okay, project Helios, dynamic pricing for e-commerce, project Atlas, which is not directly related to e-commerce, but it's a personalized content recommendation for streaming platform. Also project Apollo, demand forecasting for retail inventory. It is telling me that it's not directly a project of e-commerce, but it's a retail based project. So here are the 2 major projects, project Helios and project Apollo, dynamic pricing for e-commerce and demand forecasting for retail inventory management. And these are the reference documents. And to show you that it is able to maintain the context, let me ask a question which is related to the past question. What are some ML techniques used in those e-commerce projects? That is the last question. So in project Helios, we experimented with various machine learning techniques to optimize dynamic pricing for e-commerce platform. We tried econometric models like ARIMA and exponential smoothing. In project Apollo, we focused on demand forecasting for retail inventory. We used models like ARIMA, Holt Winter. We used gradient boosting machine and neural network to capture seasonality and trend. So it was able to maintain the context. Okay, when I asked it what were the ML techniques used in those projects, it is able to reference to the past question and able to continue the answer. Also, I asked it was, have we done any digital marketing related projects? The answer was, yes, we have completed a project related to digital marketing, which is project Mercury, real-time ad optimization for digital marketing. And we tried to maximize the ROAS by dynamically adjusting ad placements, targeting, and bids in real time. So awesome. And I also tried to give it a bouncer. That is, have we done anything on real estate? Because I know there were no projects on real estate. Based on the company's project database, I couldn't find any information about real estate projects. So it was able to tell me also, without hallucinating, that yes, no projects were done on real estate. And I asked it, have we done anything around robotics? Based on our company's project portfolio, I can confirm we have worked on robotics related project Titan, which is autonomous vehicle navigation system project, and the techniques used are convolution neural network, deep reinforcement learning, and the key metrics which improved in the robotic projects was collision avoidance, lane keeping accuracy, average decision latency, and so on. And these are the main projects referenced to give the response. So with that, we come to the end of this video, where we designed a RAG-based system for the client-based company which wanted to design a system with which employees can fast-track the development of their current project by utilizing the information from past similar projects, which can act as a knowledge base. Also, they can avoid the mistakes and also learn from the good things done in past to fast-track their work. Hope you like the content. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more such updates. Bye.